Welcome back, villagers, to another episode of Hugh Tran, the Insurance Man. We need to have a conversation. In this video, we're going to explore why are people hating, celebrating the tragic death of Charlie Kirk. If you've been watching my videos, you're fully aware that I am a fan. I've listened to a lot of Charlie Kirk debate, his wisdom, his faith for God, his family values, his love for our country, and just overall, he's a good person. I did not know that the far left, Democrat, and all these crazy people have so much hatred toward this individual. So, what am I talking about? Before we start, welcome back, villagers. Thank you so much for your support. I finally hit 1,000 subscribers, and it's been wild because I'm still in shock. But now that I'm finally back to doing what I love to do, I want to say thank you. Without your support, I wouldn't be here today. Let's get back on track. Charlie Kirk. Let me bring this up right here because this is troubling. This is from an X account. Charlie Kirk died as he lived, propagating hateful myths about marginalized groups in our society. He was a profiteer and architect of America's increasingly violent culture war. You reap what you sow. To hell with Charlie Kirk. When I read this, I was in shock because what? The person who ever made this tweet, I can assure you 10,000% they had never listened to a Charlie Kirk podcast or even listened to what these people claiming that he is. He is a hateful person because he's sharing facts, or he is a hateful person simply because you decide to listen to a 1 minute clip of what he said but refuse to listen to the other 59 minutes. Because if you listen to reasons, you listen to a podcast, you need to listen to the whole story and not just take little clips and create a narrative of that person, because that is false. Whoever wrote this is a horrible person. As we go toward the end of this video, I'll explain why. The next tweet really got me. The Nation. Charlie Kirk was an unrepentant racist, transphobe, homophobe, and misogynist who often wrap in bigotry in Bible verses because there was no other way to pretend that it was morally correct. All of those we're going to dive in shortly, but this one really bothered me because I listened to many of Charlie Kirk podcasts, and this is my image of him. You can let me know, how did Charlie Kirk impacted your life? What do you learn from him? What do you hate from him? Let me know in the comment section. But this is what I see Charlie Kirk as a person. His faith in God is very loud and proud. He served his family, strong family values. He loved his country. He's a patriot. And the one, in my opinion, that got him unalive was that his ability, his effectiveness to command the mind of the next generation. Way too many youth and way too many Gen Z was tuning in to listen to what he had to say because he was effective of communication. He was effective of understanding pros and cons, and he was a wonderful person to debate. He doesn't care who you are. He doesn't care if you trans. He doesn't care if you love whoever you love. That is your business. What he cares for is if you have the ability, if you have the balls to go up and debate. Share your 2 cents. He share you his 2 cents. And if we can come to an agreement, awesome. If not, let's have another debate some other time. They hated him for this because he decided to make America smart again. He decided to make America understand again. Make America be able to use common sense again. Make America be able to use critical thinking. And that, my villagers, is a powerful, powerful gift. They were afraid. And because of that, Charlie is now in heaven, or should I say, in the words of his beloved wife, Erica Kirk, he is taking a business trip with Jesus to make extra funds to put toward his children blueberries. If you haven't seen her addressing the nation about her husband passing, watch it. And get some tissues because you will cry. And if you want to cry, cry. Because after you cry, you feel better. And you know why you cry, and you don't know why. You feel something is wrong in your body. Every part of your body hurt. But you don't know Charlie Kirk directly or personally. And yet you cry. Do you know why, my villagers? Because you have a wonderful, compassionate soul. You're able to understand good versus evil. And in this situation, evil was able to unalive a good, wonderful human being. And because you are a compassionate and loving person, therefore you're feeling pain like the rest of us good people around the world. But I'm talking too much. Let me jump to what all these nonsense that these people are hating Charlie Kirk about. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. We miss you, and we will make sure the American comeback tour continue. Let me start with this. Charlie Kirk's extremism. That sounds exactly like the propaganda machine been circulating all over the far left, the Democrat Party, along with their propaganda machine. Who are these propaganda machine? Just turn on and you will see Charlie Kirk extremism. He hate this, he's that, he's that. The first one on my list, my villagers, is he was a racist because he believed black people had been harmed by a government that told them they were too weak and incapable to succeed without the government's intervention. To all my black villagers, please let me know in the comment section if this is true or false, and give me your most critical thinking explanation. I would love to read it. But based on what I have seen, Charlie Kirk is not a racist. He's telling you facts. Whenever Charlie Kirk brings something up, he's going to back it up with facts, with data. And unfortunately, to the left or the people that lacking the ability to use common sense, they're going to automatically label him as a racist because that is the easiest scapegoat when you don't have the ability to use critical thinking or common sense. Next on my list, is Charlie Kirk a homophobe? Is he? Or is it because he believed the Bible defines marriage as between one man and one woman, and he believed that was not only the actual definition, but the best one for any country and its people because it is, in fact, God's design? When I mentioned earlier that Charlie Kirk faith in Jesus Christ is very loud. He's not afraid of it. He wear it proudly on his chest. And that's why they fear Charlie Kirk. So is he a homophobe? Comment and let me know. The big one. He's a bigot. The word bigot has been so politicized and they made it so normal that the moment I say something that triggers somebody, oh, you're a bigot, you are a bootlicker, you a Cheeto, and they begin to go crazy. But is he a bigot, or is because he believed what really harmed the black community was the prevailing victim narrative that they were oppressed, its role models, and lack of fathers in the home. Fact check me on that, villagers, because everything that I just said right there are data. You can look it up and be your own judge to see if Charlie Kirk is actually a bigot or is the propaganda machine recycling that word over and over until the left refuse to use critical thinking and just say, yes, he is a bigot because he is spitting too much facts. Too much facts make me jump to this next one. Discriminatory. Oh, he was discriminatory. Or is he? Because he delivered such powerful speeches backed up with facts, and he have notebooks of them. It drives leftists crazy. Discriminatory. Because he believed any DEI policy that create a victim class and determine employment based on skin color and not merit was harmful to everyone involved. And I am 1,000% agreeing with this. Because when you hire based on skin color, I make it ban. If you hire based on skin color instead of merit, it cannot last. Society will break. Bring back merit. bring back, if you're good at something, you will get employed. Not because of my yellow skin or because I'm able to speak certain language. Merits. It's not that hard. But of course, he's a discriminatory person because he's spitting facts. But there's more, my villagers. Xenophobe. Oh boy, is he a xenophobe? Or is it because he believed we shouldn't admit people to our country who are fundamentally opposed to its value? This thing kills me because I went to Japan, and when I went to Japan, did you know that Japan have the lowest immigration in the world, if not top three? Fact check me. Let me know in the comment section. Why would you allow people to come into a country knowing that these people hate your values? It make no sense. But because of emotion, because of words, ouch, he's being mean. And you look at overall, no country is like United States of America. We make things too easy for people. And when things become easy, headaches start popping up. Problems that shouldn't be problems start appearing, like what we've been seeing all over propaganda machine. There's more. The transformer, the one and only, he is a transphobe. Is he really? If you actually listen to his podcast, Charlie Kirk had never, ever hate against trans community. He speak what he believe in and he stand 10 toes on business, but because they don't like what they want to hear. Charlie Kirk is a type of person that will tell you how it is, not what you want to hear. Because he believed God made humans male and female. This is his belief. If you don't like what he has to say, you can move on. But if you decide to judge someone for their character, judge someone that you believe need to be judged, you need to know the overall picture, not just a 2-minute, 1-minute clips. It don't work like that. That just make you a piece of poo-poo and a hater. So it turns out Charlie Kirk was extreme because our culture hates truth and hates God. Charlie loved both and they hated him for it. You don't believe me? Just look at how the tragedy lead to the world spiritual level at the highest of all time. You will see what is unfolding in the near future. But the left, the misguided, the people that don't believe in anything, don't believe in a higher being, they will tell you, I don't need God, I don't need belief, I don't need religion. And I will lead to a broken society. This is a fact. Disagree? Let me know in the comment section. But Charlie Kirk loved both and they hated him for it. Truth and God. With those two combinations, Charlie Kirk was able to command in an effective way the next generation. And because of that, he is now in heaven. I'm mad, but I need to call out for what it is. These evil individuals claiming Charlie Kirk is this, and this, simply because they're using 1-minute clip, and that is unfair. That's uncalled for, and that is evil, wicked stuff. I'm sorry, but when Charlie Kirk decided to expose the propaganda machine, he knew that there's a target on him. When, where, we don't know. But because he loved God, he loved his family, he loved his country, he loved our youth, he was able to put himself on that target because he knew his mission was going to change the world. You may take away one Charlie Kirk, but you cannot take away millions of Charlie Kirk around the world. What are you talking about, insurance man? You're talking nonsense. Am I talking nonsense or I have something? But before I jump to that something, I need to give credit because Haley Williams, check this out. She was the one that put these things about Charlie Kirk together in a positive light. And I agree with her because even though I never met Haley Williams, I am a fan of Charlie Kirk. I've listened to his podcast. I understand the kind of value he wants to bring to America, to his family, to his faith. So everything she said is 10,000% accurate. But if I'm wrong, the comment section is yours to use. But Haley Williams, thank you so much. And now I'll jump to, what are you talking about? The world spiritual level opening up? Insurance man, explain. I haven't slept since the day I heard of Charlie Kirk passing because that just destroyed my soul. You may hate me, say I have a weak soul, but it turned out that I am a compassionate person. When I see a person that put his faith first, family value, love for his country, love the next generation, that is something that I love to represent. That is why I gravitate toward Charlie Kirk. And when they decided to did that horrific act in front of his church, in front of his wife, it broke me. So my villagers, if you're feeling sad, it's okay to cry. Let it out. But once you're done crying, you must understand we must continue the American comeback tour. Take a look at this, my villagers. Scott Jennings. You think you saw large crowds at Turning Point events before. Just wait, because I think they have unleashed thousands of Charlie Kirk's people who want to show up, speak their values, and be engaged in American politics. I'm going to correct one thing. Unleash thousands of Charlie Kirks. No, unleash millions of Charlie Kirk, Mr. Scott Jennings. Because I have read thousands on top of thousands on top of thousands comments that because of what they did to Charlie Kirk, people are finally being loud with their faith, finally going to church on Sunday, finally talking to their significant other about their faith in their religion. This is powerful. I knew the moment Charlie Kirk went home to heaven, something big is going to unfold in the near future. The spiritual level of the world woke up. How can a horrible human being influenced by the devil took away a man who loved his God, love his family because he has strong family values, love his country, want to educate, debate, and help the future generations, and they unalive him for that? Unforgivable, but that's not up to me to decide. I'll let God do his thing. I want to bring up with this because Erica Kirk, after her addressing the nation of her husband passing, I realized that the Turning Point USA is going to blow up. Take a look at this right here. Matt from Turning Point USA. We have 18,000 new chapters requests since Erica spoke. We had 9,000 colleges chapters and 1,100 high school chapters prior to this. This is the turning point. Go out there. Believe in something. If you don't believe in anything, at least believe in karma, because what you put out to the world, it will come back to you. My villagers, I appreciate you for watching. The American comeback tour must continue. With that, please take care of your family, and most importantly, take care of your health. Until next time.